Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakvadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, starting up with the 144,000, which will be the ruler governing body in the kingdom of heaven. And you also have a lot of the elect here in America, a lot of the 130, which should be the large multitude of believers, which will include men, women, and children that will be saved. 2/3 of our people here in America will be destroyed. You also have the rebels that are scattered abroad that will be destroyed. You have the elect that are scattered abroad that will be saved. Of you 12 tribes, you Israelites, right, who the world willingly and ignorantly calls black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemalan, Panamanians, Cubans. You all are the Israelites, contrary to what people want to believe, right, or what they don't agree with. I'm your brother Yeremia, come back at y'all with a quick lesson from End Time Headlines. It's kind of like it's pretty much like a land back, kind of like off my last video, as y'all can see, because we got, you got Iran and Israel fighting against each other. You got, and it's going to lead to World War III, and America's in it, because Israel and America, they coexist with each other, they agree with each other, they back each other up. But they all the same people any damn way, Americans and these damn Israelis, but the Iranians are a different nation, but Russia's ain't gonna get in it. Like I said, that's why World War III is gonna pop off. But the article says Trump warns Russia that America will unleash the most lethal weapons ever built if Iran is supplying nukes. And the first scriptures I thought of was in Proverbs, man, because this man be talking a lot of big shit, man. A lot of big shit, and we like it. Keep it coming, Trump, because we want this thing to pop off. This is Proverbs 18:12. It says, "Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, right, meaning his mind, and before honor is humility." And this man is very haughty. He's very proud, right? He's very prideful, right? He don't think he can ever be touched. Right? And that's how these Edomites feel in general. They think that their kingdom is going to go on forever. Right? They think that, since they've been getting away with so much stuff and, the Lord's been allowing them to prosper in their wickedness, they think that they ain't going to ever fall. So, but the Lord has them, being in this high and mighty mindset so he can destroy them. That's how the Lord works. Let me get Psalms. There's another scripture in Psalms that I want to get too. Matter of fact, I think I know where it is. I think it's in Psalm 73. Let me see. So it's in Psalm 73. Yep, in verse 5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, and violence covereth them as a garment." So they walk around in pride. It's not, they don't literally walk around with a with a chain. It says as a chain. So like a chain, they wear it on them. They have that aura of pride, so to speak. They have that energy of pride that they can't be messed with, fucked with. Excuse my French. That's how the Edomite walks around and behaves himself in the earth. So, but here's the reason why. So verse 7 says, "Their eyes stand out with fatness." Right? They have more than a heart could wish. Hey, they run the whole earth, man. So that's why, and America is the headquarters of where, Esau, Edom, run shit. That's where he takes charge at, so to speak. Now, they have a home base in, our homeland, where a lot of them top Amalekites are, but they use America as, like I said, the headquarters, so to speak, as to do their wickedness and to lead in wickedness. So they truly think like that, man. That can't nobody mess with them, But little do they know, hey, the scriptures tell you in Job, right? Job 20, and because they're the wicked. In verse 4, it says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment." You see that? It's only gonna last a short time, and we at the end now of this man's kingdom. That's why he's so proud, right? Verse 6, it says, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung, and they which have seen him shall say, where is he? And that's what these nations gonna say when America, Babylon gets nuked, by these other countries, man. They gonna be hissing and howling at this place, man. Cause this place there's not gonna be nobody left on this place. This place is gonna be a desert wasteland. This whole continent of America, it's in the Bible. So, we want that project to continue. We want that foolish talking, to continue. We don't want it to stop. The scriptures say, was that Proverbs 15? Because I'm thinking of like I said, his mouth, man. Your mouth can get you in a lot of trouble, man, and that's what this is gonna lead to. It's Proverbs 15 and verse 1. It says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." And that's what these nations, that's what's going on, man. He's not giving a soft answer, to Russia, man. Knowing the power that they got, knowing the capabilities of what they can do, he's giving them a harsh answer. He's talking shit. That's gonna piss somebody off, and that's why it's gonna lead to World War III ultimately, right? In Russia, they're gonna bring that SSR spirit back to Soviet Union, right? Hooks in that jaw spirit, man. I'm ready to get that. That's in Ezekiel. Because this is what the Lord is doing, man. He's using these different leaders, which a lot of them are all the same nation. Like I said, these so-called American Edomites, these Russians are Edomites too. They all the same nation. They just live in different places, and they put these labels of these countries on them to make them be different from each other, but they're really the same. This is Ezekiel 38 and verse 4. It says, I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. You see that? Right? Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, and all of them with shield and helmet. Right? All of these countries, man, they're going to fight against America, man. That's what's ultimately going to happen. Can't nobody stop the counsel of the Lord. This is the counsel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is not of man, what's going on the earth. Now, it looks like it's from man, but the Lord controls everything on the earth, man. Does not the Lord say in the book of Daniel, right, that he ruleth in the kingdom of men? Right? Does he not say that? Let me get that. It's in Daniel's 4. No, ain't nobody gonna stop this. This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "This is the matter by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men." And that's what the Lord has done. He has set up the basis of men on the earth now. The Edomites, they're ruling, and they're proud. But he's going to bring them down with a big bang. That mushroom cloud. It's going to happen. Can't nobody stop it. You can say this and that, it ain't going to happen. And even if they tell you, it's peace, don't believe that. Because the scriptures say, the First Thessalonians, the moment they start talking about peace, and you gotta think the opposite. This is First Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them, as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape." You see? So just because they say, we didn't sign the treaty, we didn't came up with an agreement to where we're not gonna have war going on no more. Don't believe that. Don't even believe it. Now I might slow down, and there's not gonna be no. I said this in my last video too. This whole continent ain't gonna get blown up completely or nothing until the MOTB takes place. Jacob's trouble, the persecution, all these things have to come to pass. They have not come to pass yet. So, don't think that this whole place is gonna get destroyed tomorrow. there's a process of things that have to take place first before that all happens. It ain't gonna just happen like that, and then Yahushua returns. No, there's steps to this thing, man. You know, but be on the lookout. Yahushua is returning, and he ain't with this place, man. He's not with you Edomites. That's why he's making y'all fight against each other, right? Let me get this scripture in Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 31. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, you Edomites, man, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts," which basically is Esau pretty much in America. "For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and thou most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour him round about." You see that? So once this place goes down, then they gonna never rise up again. And that's prophecy, man. That's thus said Yahweh Bashem Rawashah. So you can try to delay it, you can try to, say it ain't gonna happen. Hey, it's the Lord's will. You can't do nothing against the Lord's will. He controls everything. So, hey, keep on being proud, man. This is who y'all want, Esau. This is who y'all want to be the king over Babylon right now. This is who y'all wanted, and then y'all got what y'all wanted. So we're gonna see how that turns out. And this ain't gonna be nothing good for you Edomites, man. So, I'm gonna close out. I hope this video was edifying, man. Keep the faith, or I'm gonna up out of here. I'm talking to myself first and foremost. Hey, pray more than ever. Fast if you have to. But like I said, I hope this video was edifying to the elect. Keep the faith. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem B'Kakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Till next time, I want to say Abba B'Bal Shalom.